is a complicated, highly aggressive, extraordinarily malignant tumor that, as William Osler would say, gives cancer a bad name.
It was bigger than my hand when they removed it.
My mom was a young widow, and I was not gonna follow in her footsteps.
I was trying to figure out how I have malignant melanoma. Like 1 week after my brother. It's the craziest thing in the world.
You know, Milan had a complicated situation, to say the least, in which we needed to act. And his case is, unfortunately, not an uncommon situation of what I see.
I had a mole on my back that went bad, and I never knew it.
It was like a mark on my belly button.
The next thing you know, I have a baseball-sized lump sticking out of under my armpit.
The melanoma can develop anywhere on the body, wherever there is skin.
When my brother came back from his surgery, he looked at it and he said, every picture he's seen matches up to that. And that was the first stage of melanoma.
Well, when someone says they're going to Mayo, you know it's serious.
I went there, they did the biopsy. 4 or 5 days later, they called me and they said, you have stage 3 malignant melanoma.
Melanoma, we believe, is a tumor that occurs once we're in our 30s and 40s, following exposure to the carcinogen, which is ultraviolet radiation, in our teens and 20s.
I thought there was 20 stages, you know, because I felt so good. I felt wonderful. So when I felt that good, I would have never thought that I could be dying from this disease.
And you know, they caught that mole, which is the stage 1, on my belly button, and they cut that out.
He said that looking at the size, and it looks like it's a big tumor, there's a 60% chance that it's spread through your body. And I said, well, what does that mean? He said, well, then it's over. I'll tell you what, it was like you took a shovel and hit me in the head. I went into the hospital. I had Dr. Frank Sims, who was a surgeon, one of the best surgeons in the country for this, remove this baseball-sized tumor right here. I don't know if you could see it. In my case, it hit my lymph nodes, but it formed a wall, which they can't medically explain to me why it did that, why I'm still here.
When that happened, it put us as a whole family nucleus in check.
And I tell you, I couldn't imagine them growing up without me. I mean, it's pretty tough to talk about. Pretty tough to imagine.
This is an aggressive, deadly disease that requires our attention and requires our effort to stop it.
I inject into my stomach 14 shots a month.
He gets his syringe together and we switch back and forth from left to right for 14 days.
It's a blessing in disguise, and it's one of those stories where, you know, you think back and you say, if my brother didn't go through this, where would I be today? And the answer is I would probably be at that stage 3, 4, and who knows if I would be here today.
It's always better to biopsy 9,999 lesions on the skin that are benign than to miss one that is a melanoma.
And when that happens to you, it opens your eyes up. And it tells you that you are not invincible, and that we're all the same, and we all need to help each other.
Early next year, when a new drug that we've made here at the Mayo Clinic will be tested against this disease, what we refer to as the nuclear weapon against melanoma.
Dr. Svetomir Markovich is an oncologist at Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota. His job there is to help people, but also to try to find a cure for melanoma. He is working day and night to try to find a cure for this. And he is so close to possibly finding a cure that we need to help him. We need to get funds to him.
On Sunday, June 2nd, we are having a Miles for Melanoma 5K race.
To raise money and awareness for the research that Dr. Markovich is doing at the Mayo Clinic.
All proceeds go to Milan's doctor at the Mayo Clinic, Dr. Markovich, his research team, to find the cure for melanoma.
I can't wait just to shake the man's hand and say thank you. Thank you for saving my brother's life, and thank you for saving so many people in this country, in this world, and thank you for trying to make a difference by finding a cure.
And if you ever wonder what's a good motivator to get you up in the morning to try and find an answer to malignant melanoma, is the words and the tears of family, of a loved one. It's just a contact disease. So that's why I go to work every day. That's why I come to the lab every day. Because I know we can do better. We're just not quite there yet.
My name is Milan Kesic, and I'm a stage 3 malignant melanoma survivor.
My name is Dan Kesich, and I'm a stage 1 melanoma survivor.